Have you ever felt like your money just disappears? You get paid, you spend, then you wonder, where did it all go? That will continue to be your narrative until you take action. And what is this action? It's coming up with a budget before you actually get your income. This will help you to stop guessing and have a plan. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to track every shilling, how to plan your weekly budget, how to control your money flow without feeling stressed or restricted. By the end of this video, you will have a system to help you know exactly where your money goes. Part 1, the problem. That is guessing versus planning. Most people treat money like magic. Paycheck comes and you spend. Bills are due and you scramble. Savings, maybe, maybe not. Guessing money's next move creates stress and leads to overspending, unnecessary debt, always broke even with a decent income. After an analysis, you will realize that guessing is not an option, planning is. And planning means you plan for your finances before you actually get them. Hello good people, Jessie is my name and this is the TMG Circle where we are working towards getting out of survival mode to financial peace. If this is your kind of content, you can consider joining the circle by subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that every time we have a new upload, you will be notified. After identifying the problem, we get to step 1, tracking everything. The first step is awareness, and I would want to put it as a challenge. Take your upcoming week and track your each and every spending. Every small expense, even as low as 10 shilling or $10. It doesn't matter. Just take stock of your each and every expense. You can use a simple notebook to track, maybe your phone's notepad, a spreadsheet, an app. Sometimes maybe the simplest would be an app or maybe your phone's notepad. Even just 1 week of tracking will show you where your money goes. And don't ignore the weekends and just focus on the weekdays. Start from the first day of the week to the last day. The thing is, what you don't track controls you because you don't even know what is happening. The step number 2 is plan your weekly budget. Once you have been tracking everything, for instance, you know how much your weekly budget is and you set it aside. Once it is somewhere in place, you'll be able to now keep tabs of, is it realistic? Is it what I can afford? Is it within my means? Or am I living beyond my means? With that, it will really help you because sometimes going the monthly way might take time for you to understand. But if you come up with your weekly budget and you analyze it, track it the first time, then get a way of sticking to it, it will save you a lot of headache because you will know. Your monthly budget is easier to plan if you already have your weekly budget. For instance, you know your housing could be standard or maybe varies minimally. You know your next expense is transport, which is standard. So this other lifestyle aspect, which is what I always say is your biggest consumer, is what you're mostly working with when you're analyzing your weekly budget. You can analyze your weekly budget in these 3 different approaches. 1, non-negotiable, like food. You can't do away with food. Of course, you can change your menu to lower your expense a bit, but you can't do away with it. So look for ways based on where you are. You want to bring it down, so look for ways to bring it down, but make sure there is a provision for food. The second one is discretionary spending. those things that you can do without, those things that you can actually reduce the cost on, like outings, eat outs, treats, and all those things. We said by avoiding some of these expenses is delaying gratification. It's not denying. You're not denying yourself, by the way. And I will say this, the reason you're not denying yourself is because you cannot afford something that you cannot afford. You're not denying yourself. You have not reached there. But you can reach there with good systems and having a structured way of growing your income. Okay, so do not confuse delayed gratification and denial. You're not denying yourself something that you cannot afford, but you're delaying it such that you work towards getting to that point that you can actually afford it. Then there is buffer or emergency for those things that may come up when you have not planned for them. By signing up your every coin into an expense or saving or investment, you will no longer have surprises. Like a bill has come, you have already utilized that money, something has come up, you don't have an emergency fund, it's time to pay for school fees. They do not surprise you like you didn't know when the year was starting that school fees will be coming and all those things. Part 3, you're going to monitor your money flow daily. Planning once ain't enough. Checking daily can help. You check what went in and what went out. Did I stay within my categories? Did I stick to the budget? This will help you catch early leaks instead of realizing them by the end of the week when you are taking stock. This usually will happen when you're working towards fixing your budget, but once it is in place, then you can do weekly, and with time you'll get to an even good extent of doing it monthly, and when you perfect it, you will actually not need it. The next thing is adjusting in real time. Not every week will go perfectly. Sometimes you'll spend extra on discretionary. Sometimes you spend extra on groceries. You may have unexpected travel and you use your buffer. The goal isn't perfect, it's control. And this is actually where most people give up. Don't let small mistakes ruin your plan. Adjust in real time, learn and move forward. The next part, we're going to do a weekly reflection. At the end of the week, check what worked, where you overspent, where you felt in control or stressed. Reflection helps you keep improving. The next part, we're going to have results and takeaways. What have you learned? What have you achieved? By not guessing, you will know exactly where your money goes, avoid unnecessary debt, spend on fun things without feeling guilty, build momentum for the upcoming week, and in the long run, the upcoming year. The biggest lesson, awareness plus planning equals financial peace, even before saving and investing. If you track your income and spending, comment planning done. If you're struggling, let me know in the comments section. We'll see how we can help. This is a reset series which is ongoing, and we are focusing on looking for ways to get better with money. And you can only do this mostly at the end of the year, so that you start the new year big and better, and you start the new year with a focused approach. This is the second video of the series. On the third part, we're going to focus on savings and debt management. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we upload a new video. If you like this kind of content, you can always share with your friends. You can like, comment, and let us know how we are doing when it comes to this reset, because it is so important. And for us to start the new year bigger and better, we need this reset. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.